We are back. Welcome back, everybody, to another edition of News in Motion. I know y'all missed us. We missed y'all too. Trust me, we have missed y'all. It seems like a while. It's only probably been a week and a half, maybe some 2 weeks and some change. But we have missed y'all. I know y'all have missed hearing this introduction. So if you remember it, if you know it, go ahead and say it along with me. Welcome back to another edition of News in Motion. Today is Tuesday, April the 9th, 2024. If y'all saw that solar eclipse yesterday, first off, make sure that you had your glasses on, all right? We don't need nobody going blind out here, okay? We need y'all to be able to see, especially our audio and podcast people. Keep your eyes on the road, okay? We need y'all to see, but still be informed, okay? But if y'all saw that solar eclipse, it got dark and gloomy, y'all. It really depended on where you were. Like, if you were in Westerville, I know it got super dark out there. If you were near downtown, it got dark out there. We was in around Pickerington area. We got a little bit of darkness. The street lights came on. I was like, wait a minute, it's only 3:00. Why the street lights coming on at 3:00? So it was just a nice little retrograde. It felt like Bizarro World. But if you saw the solar eclipse, please let us know what y'all thought about the solar eclipse and how did y'all enjoy y'all break. Some of us had spring break. Some of us just took this as a mental break to just unwind from all of the news and everything going on in the world. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. And I see y'all coming up in here on the YouTube side. Shout out to Miss Marian Jackson, Miss Deborah Johnson. Y'all were in here early, like 5 minutes before we went live. So we appreciate you for that. I see you, Miss Shirley Nicholson. Good morning to you, Miss Adrienne, Miss Sardinia, Miss Regina Shorts. Good morning to you all as well. So if you are ready for some more news in motion, I know y'all missed this. I know you gonna miss this too. Y'all ready for this? Grab your pen. Grab your paper, invite a friend, and we'll be right back after this brief intro.
News in Motion.
What's up, everyone? It is so good to be back. Much needed break, but it was so good to be back. I'm out there with Isaiah, and I see Deb has already posted. She said the eclipse was beautiful. We celebrated at the Dublin Library lawn. They had snacks and games. Listen, y'all, I still have them. Warby Parker was actually giving them away. So we got them free on Saturday. I was looking for them, and you go through this thing of, okay, do I really want to do this? Do I want to go? Do I want to see? I'm not driving to Cleveland. Is it going to be cloudy? And then I got into the hype. I said, this is history. Let me get into this. It was the most amazing thing. I was on my front porch in my front yard. I had a perfect view. We saw from beginning to totality. So I saw when it started covering right about 1:55 p.m. Eastern time. I went all the way through, and of course I was taking them on and off, and our neighbors were out on our street. We kind of like shut the street down, actually, but we just had a blast. It was history. It was amazing. And as Isaiah said, when it got dark, it got real cold. It was about 80 degrees yesterday in Central Ohio. But when it covered over to its totality, and to see that beauty around it when it was completely covered, it did get dark. Like, this is for real. And then it got real breezy. I was like, this is crazy, but it was absolutely amazing. So hopefully you did have your eyes covered. You enjoyed yourself. It was so much fun. Let me see. Kim Edmondson says she watched it on television. Okay. What's up, Donita? Yeah. What's up, Pastor Alex? I see you on here as well, I believe. Isaiah covered everyone else. Sardinia, Marion, Regina. Good morning to all of you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So, if you don't mind, please tell us, were you in the path of the solar eclipse? And if so, where and what were your thoughts? I was just amazed. I was amazed. My daughter is in Georgia. She said she saw just a little bit of it. And so, of course, she FaceTimed me like, let me see, let me see. And I'm like, how do I do this? So I was like, well, I got to put the glasses up for you to see through the glasses. And those, y'all, these things are black. Like, they're really black. So these things really work. So I was excited. Marion says, I agree. The eclipse was beautiful. I worked from home and viewed it from my front porch. I laughed when the street lights came on. Like it really went dark, y'all. It did. I see you, Latrice Jones. She said, good morning. Please recycle your glasses. If you don't want to keep them, you can drop them off at any Columbus Public Library. So if you are in the Columbus area, you can drop them off there. Wherever you are in the path, please let us know where you can drop the glasses off to be recycled. It's funny because I was asking my neighbor, Latrice, I said, okay, what do we do with these now? And I said, do we like frame them? Do we like pass them down to our grandchildren? What do we do with these things? So thank you for letting us know that we can recycle them. Donita said, I watched from my house too, scientist centered. Listen, it was amazing. Good morning, Davia. Good morning to you. Science need. I got you. I got nerd. You mean nerd. I got you. I got you. Watch from your patio. It was amazing. Listen. Yo, I am a big kid, okay? I was like having a blast. So, y'all, it was something, it's just something to think about. So we can go from living through COVID to now experiencing a solar eclipse. All right, y'all, let's be on the positive side. Deborah says, I'm putting mine in my journal and writing a story. I love that. I love that. I love that. So, yeah, y'all, yeah, let's do that. All right, y'all, I got to go here. I got to use this hashtag. I have to grab her words. And Latrice, thank you so much for posting this. You know our people. We gonna put an organ to anything that's out there. So uncommon favor, yes, congratulations to the University of South Carolina women's NCAA champions and basketball coach Don Staley. Listen, y'all, I was in my house screaming, just screaming. I had my own reasons why I wanted them to win, but I wanted them to win, and they came out bawling. They came out going all in. Whoever told me I should watch women's basketball, this was last year. Y'all know I got on the bandwagon last year. I could not wait for the championship. I had a blast in my house all by myself. One thing about me, people invite me to games and stuff like that. I don't do well. I don't do well because if I want to watch it, I want to watch it. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk about your kids. I don't want to talk about your house. I don't want to do that. I want my own space. So that's why, I love the invitations. It's cool. But I'm going to normally say no because I want to see. I just want to watch. I want to watch the commercials if I want to watch the commercials. But that game was outstanding. And when she broke down, I said, listen, y'all don't understand. But here's my challenge, and I want to hear y'all's feedback on this. Here's my challenge. Why do they keep showing the losing team? Like, really, why y'all walked them to the locker room? Like, seriously, that bothered me, and I'm trying to really unpack why that bothered me so much. Seriously, maybe I need somebody's sofa to have a conversation about this, but that bothered me. It's like they didn't win. Let's get back to the winning team. Let's get back to the winning team. So again, congratulations. All right, there are so many of you who are new to News in Motion. Wow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know if it's the book that has sparked it or if it's the conversations that we're putting out here or what, but we have new subscribers out the wazoo. We have new podcast listeners. We have audio listeners. People are signing up. I went to the YouTube channel. I said, when did we get all these people? So I'm really excited, but I thought I would pull back just for a moment to share with you, y'all. News in Motion operates as an aggregated media platform dedicated to fostering citizen engagement in civic life by delivering headline news, voter education, and encouraging voter registration and participation, and serves as a catalyst for action with an uplifting message, the inspirational message, inspire, a call a call to action. We aim to instill a sense of empowerment and motivation, y'all. This is a grassroots movement. It seeks to inspire individuals through informative and engaging content, encouraging them to take meaningful action in their communities and to contribute to positive change. So that's who we are. Kenny Stanley, every now and then you may see him pop in here. He has his own show, 6:30 on Saturdays. I know he can't wait to come on this Saturday to just break everything down and everything that's going on, the drafts and so forth. So check him out. He's with Game Over. I do know that Deborah Johnson is looking at restarting her podcast on writing. So check that out. And I cannot, although there's no connection per se, but I cannot leave off the fact that you all need to subscribe and follow Davia Williams Stevenson with Tales from the Shaker. Y'all, if you missed Friday's release, that episode, you have got to check it out. Yeah, I was captivated from the time, even when she's like mixing up her drinks and all that stuff. But y'all, from the time they started having conversation, there was so much about friendship, sisterhood, life situations, life circumstances, how to keep going, how to encourage your children, the beaten path, the success of a woman, just so much more. Y'all, this woman spoke at the UN, okay? Yeah, it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. So you have to check it out. I see you, Dr. Antoinette. Thank you so much for the email. Pastor Alex said they wanted to shade the black and God praise. And listen, they were trying, but I love our people. We kept putting it out there. I said, well, we do really have each other's backs. We just need to have it more. So y'all, but check out Tales from the Shaker as well. So real quick, again, if you're new, these are some things that we're doing here. We will aim to make sure you, our viewers, are more engaged, equipped, and empowered. Our priority is to center the spotlight on you and what you may need. So whatever that is, please let us know if there's some direction you want us to go. We will focus on one or two main stories each episode. And sometimes I, go way out and do 3, 4, 5. But yes, we may at times give a quick headline rundown, like this is called That's Happening Tuesday, and this is what's happening. This is what we're talking about. But our quest is not to simply repeat news that you can obtain anywhere else. We want to give you our side, our flavor, and it is always factual, okay? We will have engaging conversations. That's our Town Hall Thursdays, y'all. Those are off the chain, which is why it's important for you to utilize the chat function. We want you to talk with us, just like in Black Church. Even though you're not yelling back at me where I can verbally hear you, I can see you. So please keep stay engaged. We will connect the dots, give you food for thought, challenge the status quo, extend the call to action, and bring everything back to the community, y'all. We will encourage voter registration. And y'all know when we're talking this month, next month, in June, listen, y'all gonna get sick of me. Prepare to be sick of me. I want y'all to register to vote and to participate in the voting when it comes up in November. We promise to get on your last nerve when it comes to voting. We do. We will from time to time have countdowns and young people take over, y'all. It is happening in July. I confirmed it with Isaiah this morning. So you will not see me July or August, but please support the young people in July. They're going to be coming after the young voters in July as well as their own flavor and their own take on the way they do things. But do support them. Let the young people know. If you work in a school system, let them know to tune in. Yeah, 7:25 a.m. on in July. And I know they probably sleep, but we want them to get up and have community action. And with that, listen, we want to always hear from you. You are our eyes and ears, especially now going into this general election. So if you know of a story, let us know. You can email us at NewsInMotionWithGail@gmail.com. Again, that is NewsInMotionWithGail@gmail.com. And then Molly, my web person, my brand person, she said, you do have another email that you never use, and we're going to need you to use it. And if you want to know what that email is, that is Gail@GailDudley.com. So that's Gail@GailDudley.com. And she's telling me I need to start using that. So, okay. And if you want to leave us a voicemail, we did this very well back in September, October, November. If you want us to leave us a voicemail and say, hey, here's a story, or hey, I have some information, you can do that through our Google number. Leave a message, which is 614-441-8178. Again, that's 614-441-8178. All right, y'all, listen. As always, we may be here 10 minutes, 15 minutes or longer, and we're not apologizing for any of that. So with that, woo, y'all, he's going to get those votes. He don't care by any means necessary. He's going to get those votes. This is hot off the press, y'all. The student debt relief plan, he's like, we're going to get everybody relieved from this student loan debt. Y'all, listen, this document here is going to be included in the Friday Rundown. You're probably saying, what is the Friday Rundown? It is a free e-newsletter that you really should subscribe to. If you missed Fridays, you missed it because I finally put in there Project 2025. Hopefully you have taken time to go through it and begin to read through what is going to happen if the Conservative Party gets back into the office. On January 20th, 2025, things will change. The latest information out there, and I'm still unpacking all of it to get an understanding of what's going on with this. But y'all, the latest is the conservative men don't want people to get a divorce. Say what? Now, I'm not all into divorce either, but if there's a reason for divorce, then you want them not to divorce. So I'm starting to unpack that. Tim Cotton has something to say about that. The former guy, I'm like, excuse me, aren't you married? This is number 3, 4. What is that? So yeah, we're going to unpack that as well. But you need to understand what Project 2025 is all about. And they're not playing with this. It's not some conspiracy. It's not something that's out there. If you receive that out of Friday Rundown, take your time and go through it. Please do that. Seriously, that's the kind of news and information we give. Whether you're on one side of the aisle or the other, we're still going to give you this information. All right, so Biden administration announced the new student debt relief proposal. Yeah, and it's going to impact nearly 30 million borrowers, more than what's already done. So y'all, over 43 million Americans owe a collective 1.6 trillion, that is with a T, in federal student loans. Dr. Antoinette said, how many of them are paying alimony? How many of them have children they don't want you to know about? Let's start there. The proposal, if approved, would cancel up to $20,000 in interest for roughly 25 million Americans who have exceeded the amount they initially borrowed. Y'all, he's gonna do whatever he can. He's gonna do it. He's like, look, we're gonna uncover this, and y'all, it's so strategic. I gotta give him some credit. I really do. It is so strategic the way he's doing this. I said, oh, he rolled that out right at the time that the whole election thing gets started. I said, so he's going to be able to say, they don't want y'all to be free from your student loan debt. They want you to stay in debt. Y'all, that's going to be his message. I said, okay, Biden, I see you. Y'all, this announcement follows the Supreme Court's rejection of the administration's $400 billion, now we're going to trillion, $400 billion attempt to cancel student loan debt last summer. The latest plan adopts a more targeted approach and relies on the 1965 Higher Education Act, which allows the Secretary of Education to comprise, waive, or release. Hello, somebody. I was like, now you're thinking. All right, y'all, I did mention the women earlier when I came out because I just had talk about the coach, Don Staley. But y'all, number 1, UConn, Connecticut captured the men's college basketball championship last night, defeating Purdue 75-60. The Huskies became the first team to win back-to-back titles since Florida in 2006-2007. Now, I cannot even get into the other news until I talk about this news. And yes, this is news. Yes, it is. CNN was the first to report Beyonce, hello somebody, is the first Black woman to come in at number 1 on the top country albums chart. But I love what she says. This ain't a country album. This is a Beyonce album. That girl owns entertainment, okay? Beyonce may have proclaimed that her latest project isn't a country album, but someone forgot to tell the charts that because she still hit number 1. This is coming out of CNN. The superstar has made history as the first Black woman to come in at number 1 on the top country's album chart with her Act 2 Cowboy Carter, according to Billboard. The new collection also tops the Billboard 200 albums chart, making Beyonce's 8th time doing so. She has made this, y'all, 8 times. In February, she also made history when one of the debut singles from the album, Texas Hold'em, captured the top spot on Billboard. Y'all, listen, all she got to do is say she's going on another tour. I will get a cowboy hat and everything else. I was tuning into my daughter's church. I was there on Easter Sunday, which was amazing. sermon. And then I had to get part two this week, which was absolutely off the chain. Like seriously. And if you watch it, you always got to watch the millennial. They call it the B service. That's their second service, but they call it the B service. Check it out, y'all. He deals with trauma. He deals with torment. He deals with torture. Y'all, Sunday he went on, and listen, y'all, this man, Pastor Craig Oliver, this man, you see him going up the steps on Sunday, but then you saw him come back down. And he was looking at his phone or his iPad or whatever. I was like, okay, what's this about? And then you could see the praise and worship team looking at him as well. Y'all, he still preached. And what he was looking at was his mother texting him saying, your grandmother just passed. So he's reading that as he's going up to preach. He comes back down. He goes back up. And his sermon was called Scars and Wounds. Y'all, it was like the Lord took him somewhere and he broke down that sermon like I've never heard anything preached like that in my life. I am now looking at my friends. I'm now looking at my family. I'm now looking at myself. Y'all, if you want to hear an amazing, powerful, life-changing sermon, watch the Easter Sunday sermon. This is at Elizabeth Baptist. They call it EBC, Atlanta. Elizabeth Baptist Church out of Atlanta, Georgia. There's like 4 locations, but you want the B service. You want the B service, both Easter and the Sunday after Easter. And I don't believe he preached after that sermon. So I think it was somebody else who did the other 2 services after that. But it was absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. But I was bringing that in there because when their praise and worship team came up, I said, look, y'all, Beyonce is influencing everybody. Even the praise and worship team looking like cowboys this morning. Hello, somebody. But the rich history behind that is just as phenomenal. And we need to learn our history and learn about the Black cowboys, y'all, and cowgirls. We need to check it out. I believe there's also a special on Netflix that talks about that as well. So check it out, y'all. Business Insider, y'all. This is coming from the Perryman Group. People traveling to see the total solar eclipse on yesterday their estimated spending of $1.6 billion, including housing, food, gas, according to this consulting group. So I share that also to say, y'all, when we want to come together and do something, it can happen. Okay, it can happen. Donita said, repeat the church name. Yes, Elizabeth Baptist Church in Atlanta, Georgia. I think it's listed on the website as EBC. And again, you want B service. B service is full of millennials, y'all, and they are wow. Okay, they are absolutely wow. So Elizabeth Baptist Church, Atlanta, Georgia. All right, y'all. No labels. No labels have come out. Y'all, this is a nonpartisan group that we've talked about here on News in Motion. They have announced that they will not run a third-party candidate in this year's presidential election following rejection from high-profile candidates. Before y'all get excited, don't forget we have Robert Kennedy out there, okay? Now, here's what's interesting. I'm still uncovering this. I'm still digging into this even now. Y'all know I took 2 weeks off, so it took me a minute. Last night I was really digging into things. Yesterday, in between the solar eclipse, I was really digging into things. So some things I have to move to another day. But y'all, it looks as if the same people who are funding Trump's campaign are also funding Robert's campaign. And so his family came out and said, y'all better not vote for him. Now, anytime your entire family comes out against you, there's something we need to pay attention to. And there's some people thinking that he may end up being on this other person's ticket. So I don't know. I'm still digging into that, but this is unfolding rather nicely. I'm like, what is happening here? All right, y'all, in the economy, I don't know about y'all, but I used to be a dollar store shopper all the time. They gonna have to change their name or something because y'all, the discount chain Dollar Store is raising its price cap to $7. Say what? What happened to $1.25? Y'all went from $1 to $1.25 to $2.50. Now y'all up to $7. What happened in between? Y'all, this is called a nationwide inflation continues to affect shoppers across the globe. All right, okay, but if you following stocks and investment, you did pretty well. So why this change? So from their CEO, here's a quote. This year, across 3,000 stores, we expect to expand our multi-price assortment of over 300 items at price points ranging from $1.50 to $7. You need to change the name. You need to call it inflation store or something. So y'all, listen. you can't say I need $25. You're gonna come out $25 of 25 items. That ain't happening anymore. If you go on there with $25, you're gonna come out with probably half of that or a little bit less. Just telling you what I'm telling you. So y'all, that is happening. Y'all get this. Now this should be concerning to all of us. Y'all, as seen in the Washington Post, y'all, travelers are sneaking through TSA lines. Like, how does that happen? Don't y'all have cameras? Don't you have security? Won't you have people? Are you serious right now? Y'all, they have sneaked past the ID checkpoints, went the wrong way through the exit lanes, walked through unstaffed body scanners, and even boarded flights with no tickets. What? Y'all, this is happening. This has been happening since March 2023. And they're talking about the vulnerability in travel in the United States of America. They said they're trying to address these things, but with more people traveling and with inflation and with people cutting back on some of these jobs, it's just hard to handle. Well, maybe you need to say we need to be at the airport 4 hours early. Maybe you need to shut down the lanes. Something needs to happen. What happened to clear? Y'all got our eyes. Y'all got our thumbprints. Y'all got facial recognition. Come on. We got to figure out something. How are you getting on a plane without a ticket? How are you getting through TSA? Like, how is that happening? So y'all, yeah. They're saying hundreds of people have bypassed parts of airport security in the past 12 months. So that is happening, y'all, on this Tuesday. Woo, y'all, get this. Now, this is kind of like eye-opening. AP reports that former Trump officials are among his most vocal opponents. Former Defense Secretary Mark Espers has called him a threat to democracy. And they're saying, please, we've worked with this man. We want you all to hear what we're saying. Now, former National Security Advisor John Bolton has declared him unfit to be president. And former Vice President Mike Pence, as we know, says he is not going to endorse him. Not at all. So as he is seeking his presidency, there are people who are just still gung-ho about this person, but people who work with him saying, you all don't want to do this. And then some of them are even pushing back on the Project 2025. Y'all, these are people who worked with him. If you're not listening to me and other people, will you listen to the people who worked with his own niece done told y'all, don't do that, don't do that. Sarah Matthews, a former Trump aide who testified before the House January 6th committee, said it is mind-boggling. That's her direct quote. How many members of his senior staff has denounced him and they have opened their mouth, but no one wants to hear them. She said, please, people, pay attention. This is serious. This is serious. She said, and he's not playing. He's really going to go into a dictator role. Hello, somebody. And for all of you who are going after Biden, yes, I am with you. I am with you. I am with you. I am with you. I want all the killings to stop as well. I do too. But if y'all are paying attention, the former guy talks to Netanyahu all the time. Okay, I just want y'all to know that. Just listen to what he's saying. He will bring him up. He will say, I just got off the phone with him. Y'all pay attention to what is really happening. Pay attention. Ohio, somebody type in here, Ohio. Y'all, now is the time to reach out to your representatives, your senators in the state of Ohio. Yeah, I just know I was getting ready to say butt hurt. And I've already said that now. He's just hurt because he did not win to go forward in the senator race. Talking about LaRose, whatever his name is. All right, y'all. You talking about writing your people, write your people. They're saying that President Joe Biden could be left off the ballot in Ohio. Yep, that's real, y'all. It's all over the news. It is real. Now, they're saying that they sent him a letter like, they're going to need to vote for you the week before the convention. Well, I went back and looked at the convention, right? I'm like, well, it's always been this time. I'm like, what changed? What changed? Why are you saying that he can't be on the ballot because he's not going to be certified before the convention's over? Like, where is this really coming from? What are you mad about? Come on now. These are the tricks we're playing. You failed last November. You failed this past election cycle. Now you want to play games. Okay, he's playing politics, y'all. So he's saying Ohio deadlines to certify the presidential candidates for the general election is August the 7th. You knew when their DNC was going to be held. And you know good and well it's too late to change the dates of the DNC. You know it's too late for that. So he's like, that's nearly 2 weeks, so he's just not going to be on the ballots in Ohio. So he's going to have to write him in. We can do that. We can. But come on. You can do something to make this work. So y'all, the Ohio law requires that presidential candidates be certified 90 days before the general election, which is on November the 5th this year. And this is in a letter written by Paul DeSantis, Chief Legal Counsel for the Republican Secretary of State, Frank LaRose. And he says in a quote in this letter, please contact me as soon as possible with any information that can assure this office of timely compliance with the Ohio law. So that's what's happening. Yep, such trickery. So y'all, that's what's happening. Thought I'd let y'all know that. So Ohioans, be prepared that if he's not on the ballot, you need to write him in. Okay, that's just seriously, that's what we're going to have to do. All right, y'all, tomorrow we're going to talk about vote plan. So if you know anybody who wants to figure out, well, what do I do? What's going to be on the ballots? How do I find these things? What's happening? That's tomorrow's Wednesday workshop. So be prepared to come. We'll give you a little bit of headline news, and then we're going to give you that. I see you, Virgie. Good morning. All right, y'all. Everyone who's bought Inspire, just put in there, Inspire, call to action. Put it in the chat. This is our engagement. Put it in the chat. Inspire, call to action. For everyone who has purchased that, Isaiah is going to pop up an image. It is time for us to get reviews. So if you have an Amazon account, we really need you to go and to review this book. We need you to go and review this book as soon as possible. This week will be great. Whether you have read one page or multiple pages, we're going to ask you to review Inspire. Just go to the tab where you can purchase the book, and you do not have to have purchased it on Amazon. They'll ask a question to make sure that you have read it. But you go to the Amazon link, you scroll down to review it, you give it a review. If you have an image to add to it, please add your image to it. We would greatly appreciate you doing so. So y'all review on Amazon. If y'all could do that today, that would be great. But we're trying to get those in. And it's actually Amazon who reached out to me saying, we have so many people buying this book. We need to get some reviews with that because we want to help you with your algorithm. So anytime the office calls you, it's something great. So please, if you don't mind, if you would go and review that again, whether you read one page, one paragraph, one line, one something. Yes, Lori Wallace has already reviewed. And we're still loving all your pictures that you're putting in. If you can put those in, that's great as well. All right, y'all, the inspirational message. Stop being so serious. That is the title of today's inspirational message. Where did that come from? Well, yesterday, while we were out there getting all excited about the solar eclipse, looking at it from the beginning to totality, I was like a kid. Okay, my youngest sister said, "You are like a child in the candy store. Will you calm down?" I said, "Just call me extra. I will wear that with honor. I will wear that with a badge of honor." And so my family were like, "You are like a big kid," but they know I do that with everything. And they say that my excitement, and my one sister said, "Your excitement behind that just excites everybody else." My nieces and the I was like, "Aunt Gail, we going to Aunt Gail's house because she gonna party, she gonna have a good time." And I thought about that because my I'm next to the baby. So all of mine, and I'm 58 years old. So all of them are like, "You are like," even my own husband says, "You are like a big kid." I am. My children say that. But listen, y'all, you don't have to be serious all the time. I really believe acting like a child. Okay. I really believe that keeps me young. Hello, somebody. But listen, y'all, stop being so serious. Stop taking everything so serious. I ran into people who are like, "You're going to watch that? Why? It's not that big of a deal." Yes, it is a big deal to me, and I'm going to watch it. And you have to be able to get beyond people trying to stifle you, trying to shut you down. Y'all, get beyond all of that. Stop waiting for someone's validation of you for you to do what it is you want to do. If it's something that you desire to do, don't miss it because of someone else. Seriously, y'all don't miss it because of someone else. I have been wanting to watch it, and I was like, because the way the words were going, the way they were unpacking all of it, is that Cleveland was the best place. And I was like, I really don't want to drive to Cleveland. I really don't want to do all that. It's going to call up some people, say, hey, y'all want to roll to Cleveland? I just don't really want to do that. Okay. So then then I'm looking for glasses. Columbus Public Library had given all theirs away. COSI was out. And then Myers was out. So everybody was out. And then it was Diane Ladybug who let me know, hey, they got him at Warby Parker. So I found some there. And even in Warby Parker, y'all, me, the big kid, we are in Warby Parker at Easton. I was with a group of friends. We were celebrating Dr. Kim Carter's birthday on this past Saturday. So we were in Warby Parker, took over the store, had everybody laughing, even the workers. I said, no, y'all want us to get out of here because we are cutting up. Because when we came in here, it was all quiet. Nobody was in here. They said, no, please stay. Y'all, this is the most fun we've had all day. We were laughing. We were messing with people trying on glasses. People were coming in really trying to get prescription glasses. And we were like, that doesn't fit your face. Take those off. We were helping people in the store. We were having so much fun that even when we left, people were like, are you leaving? Wait a minute, tell me about this pair. Y'all, that's life. That's having fun. So y'all, please enjoy your life. Don't allow people to say, don't do that. Oh, I'll be careful here. Go to people who have wisdom, okay? But y'all, live your life. Don't miss something because somebody else is frowning upon it. Y'all, it's not that serious. It is not that serious. Y'all better learn how to live. There are too many people passing away today, young people who are passing away today because of stress, because of different types of illness, disease, and so forth. Y'all, every day is an opportunity to live your best life. Y'all, live your best life. Have no regrets. Leave here without any regrets. Side story, as y'all know, my mother is bedridden. She has been now for over a year, and it's wearing on some of us. So there's this thing at my house, like when we're all there, and if stuff gets chaotic, and every now and then she can get chaotic with us, I'm like, okay, I'm out. And they're like, where are you going, Gail? And I say, protecting my peace. Y'all have a good day. Y'all can stay here with you if you want to. Love my mama, but I gotta go. And they'll text later, like 5 minutes later, and they all left too. Oh, I had to be the one to leave first, and all y'all are leaving. But even when I think about my mom, and I think about the regrets that she has now because of this whole long list of things she says she wanted to do that she has never gotten to do, I've decided when I enter my 59th birthday on July 19th, 2024, y'all know, was it 2 years ago? I went to someplace new every day to try a restaurant or whatever I was doing. This year I decided every week of my 59th year, every week I'm going somewhere. I'm doing something. I now have a list of all of these museums I want to visit. If that means I drive, I fly, I take the bus, whatever. I'm going to see these museums, enjoy it, come back home. Write a story about it, Deborah. Write a story do something. So museums, I want to go to try all these different spas, even out of the country. Hello, somebody. Yes, I'm going to live. The Bible says to live, not die. I'm going to live. I'm going to live every moment that God has given me. And here's the truth. Everybody's not going to like it. Some people are going to be jealous about it. Some people are going to hate on me, but I don't care. You're going to call me extra. I will wear it with a badge of honor because I'm going to be extra, all the way extra. I'm not holding back on things either. Nope, not at all. If I want to do something, I'm doing it. I'm even going to the place. I know this is not going to fly with all of you financial buffs out here, but if there's something I want to do, and I don't care if it's going to take it down to the last penny in my bank account, I'm doing it. Because when I hold the money, as long as my bills are paid, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to have fun with it. And I'm asking you all to join me in this journey, this movement, this whatever, to live your best life. Seriously, if somebody's coming in town, you want to go to a play, you want to go horseback riding, you want to go skating, whatever, do it. Do it. Enjoy it. Enjoy. What's the worst thing you can do? On skates, I could probably break a leg. But if I break a leg, I put on a boot, a cast, whatever. I hope I don't break a leg. But then I go on about my life. If there's a movie I want to see, if nobody wants to go with me to see the movie, I will go by myself. You want to go to a dinner place you've never tried before? You want to try something you never tried before? Y'all just try it. Seriously, I'm even going as far as, because I love Delta Airlines. Okay, this is not they don't pay me to say this. I love Delta Airlines. But when I flew to Atlanta this last time, and I don't know if y'all saw my Medium post, when I flew to Atlanta this last time, I was on Southwest because Southwest was cheaper. I was like, Delta, why are you trying to charge me $1,000 to go to Atlanta when I only paid $250 ever in my life? And sometimes it was $100. Why are you trying to charge $1,000? So I found I found a lower cost on Southwest. Well, then I had the opportunity, because I normally go to the Delta Lounge. I had the opportunity to go to the Centurion Lounge. Hello, somebody with American Express. I thought I would never arrive to that place. Amazing. I said, okay, different airlines, different lounge that you can go into. And then open my eyes. Well, if I can get in here, where else can I go? Where else can I go, y'all? And that's not being boastful, y'all. That's saying, we can put our minds to anything and accomplish those things. You have to make the decision, y'all. Don't stop dreaming. Dream bigger. That's in the book. Dream bigger. Dream larger. Speaking of the book, y'all, May the 4th is the date. May 4th is the date from 1 to 3 at Kennedy Cakes. Now, listen. There's only so many seats, and it's free. So we will get that announcement out today. You have to RSVP so we can figure it out. We will have mimosas. Everything there is free. We will have mimosas. You will get to try out some of the best cakes, pies, pastries, whatever, from Kennedy Cakes. That's here in Columbus, Ohio. It's from 1 to 3. It is in downtown Columbus. Parking may be a little hard, but you will get there. And I am so excited that the person who will be interviewing me is none other than the Davia Williams Stevenson. She's going to interview me. I'm so excited about the whole thing, but that's 1 to 3 on May the 4th. So mark your calendars. We're going to have a book conversation. We're going to have a book conversation, a book toasting. We're going to have fun. There's going to be some networking there. I always promote other businesses no matter what it is that I'm doing. So I'm going to be promoting other businesses. The first one is going to be Kennedy Cakes. The second one is going to be Tales from the Shaker. And the third one, you're going to have to show up to find out who I'm going to introduce. But we're going to have a good time. So mark your calendars for that. All right, y'all. That's everything I have. I know we got to go. I am Gail Dudley. This has been News in Motion. Y'all know what I say. Stay well. And remember to make some bold moves. We're out.
NewsInMotion.